Long ago, in a kingdom surrounded by dark forests and towering mountains, there was a legend passed down through the ages. It was said that a mystical bird, the silver phoenix, lived atop the highest peak in the kingdom. The bird's feathers had the power to heal any wound, cure any illness, and grant a single wish to the one who could catch it. But the bird was elusive, and no one had ever returned from the quest to find it. In a small village at the foot of the mountains, lived a young girl named Lyra. She was known for her kind heart and boundless curiosity, always helping others and searching for adventure. One day, her village was struck by a mysterious illness. People grew weak, their faces pale, and the doctors could not find a cure. Lyra's mother, who had always been a pillar of strength in their community, was now bedridden and frail. Desperate to save her mother, Lyra recalled the stories she had heard of the silver phoenix and its magical feathers. She knew that the only chance to save her mother lay in finding the bird and bringing back one of its feathers. With a heart full of determination, she set out on a journey that would take her deep into the unknown. The path to the mountains was treacherous, filled with sharp rocks, thick brambles, and strange creatures lurking in the shadows. As she climbed higher, the air grew thinner, and the cold cut through her clothes like knives. But Lyra pressed on, recalling the words of the village elder. "The silver phoenix will test your heart, Lyra. Only those with pure intentions will succeed." On the third day of her journey, Lyra reached the edge of a dark forest known as the Whispering Woods. It was said to be enchanted, where trees could talk and spirits wandered freely. She hesitated for a moment, but the need to save her mother urged her forward. As she stepped into the forest, she heard a soft voice calling her name. "Lyra, you seek the silver phoenix?" the voice said. Lyra looked around but saw no one. "Who's there?" she asked. "I am the guardian of the woods," the voice answered, materializing into the form of a glowing figure, half human and half spirit. "I know of your quest. Many have come before you, but none have passed this test." Lyra swallowed nervously. "What must I do to pass?" The spirit's eyes glimmered with wisdom. "You must find the heart of the forest. It is hidden in a cave deep within the woods. But beware. Many have entered, yet few have returned. The heart is not easily found, and it will show you truths you may not wish to see." With no time to waste, Lyra thanked the spirit and set off in search of the heart of the forest. As she ventured deeper into the woods, the trees seemed to close in on her, their branches twisting and whispering in a language she could not understand. Hours passed, and just when she began to doubt herself, she saw a faint light ahead. She approached cautiously and found a hidden cave entrance, guarded by two stone statues of wolves. The light was coming from deep inside. Lyra stepped forward, her heart pounding, and entered the cave. Inside, the cave walls were lined with shimmering crystals, casting reflections that danced like stars. In the center of the cave, she saw a glowing orb floating above a pedestal. This, she realized, was the heart of the forest. As she stepped closer, the orb pulsed with energy, and a voice echoed through the cave. "Lyra, you have come far. But are you ready to face the truth?" Lyra stood still, unsure of what to expect. "I'm ready," she said, her voice firm. The orb swirled with light, and images began to appear in the air around her. She saw her mother, once strong and healthy, now lying in a bed, her face pale and weak. Lyra's heart ached, but she stayed focused. The images shifted. She saw herself as a child, playing with her mother by the river, her laughter filling the air. Then, the images changed again, showing Lyra alone in the forest, lost and scared, with no one to turn to. "Do you see, Lyra?" the voice asked. "Your mother's illness is not just a physical ailment. It is a reflection of the pain and fear you carry inside. You must heal yourself before you can heal her." Lyra stood frozen. The truth stung, but she knew it was the key to finding the silver phoenix. She had been so focused on helping others that she had neglected her own heart, carrying burdens of guilt and doubt. The heart of the forest was showing her that only by embracing her own strength and healing her inner wounds could she truly save her mother. With newfound clarity, Lyra took a deep breath and closed her eyes, letting go of the fear and guilt that had weighed on her for so long. The light from the orb grew brighter, and she felt a warmth spread through her chest. The truth had been revealed, and she was ready to continue her journey. The cave entrance opened, and Lyra emerged into the forest, her heart lighter and her mind clear. She thanked the guardian and continued her climb toward the mountain, her purpose stronger than ever. After several more days of climbing, Lyra reached the peak where the silver phoenix was said to dwell. The air was thin, and the wind howled fiercely, but at the summit, she saw it. A magnificent bird with feathers of pure silver, its eyes glowing like molten gold. The silver phoenix spread its wings, and in that moment, Lyra knew that the trials had been worth it. The bird perched before her, and with a soft voice, it spoke. "Lyra, you have passed all the tests. Your heart is pure, and your intentions are true. You may have one wish." Lyra kneeled before the phoenix, holding out her hand. "I wish for my mother to be healed, to live a life free from illness and pain." The silver phoenix lowered its head, and a single feather fell into her hands. As Lyra held it, she felt its power coursing through her. The phoenix spread its wings once more, soaring into the sky, leaving a trail of silver light in its wake. Lyra made her way back down the mountain, clutching the feather tightly. When she returned to her village, her mother was waiting for her, stronger than ever, her face glowing with health. The illness that had plagued her was gone, and Lyra knew that her journey had been more than just a physical one. It had been a journey of the heart. Lyra's wish had come true, but she had gained something far more valuable: the wisdom to heal herself and the strength to help others. She became a healer not only in her village but in her own soul, forever changed by the lessons learned on her quest.